Raghu. This is a basic demo video of basic Docker setup for data projects. I'll containerize a small Python application, build and tag an image, and push it to Docker Hub and run it with Docker Compose file. You'll see how environment variables and a bind mount give reproducible runs and persistent logs on the host. So this is my VS Code setup, and in the Explorer we have the root the root folder of the project, the demo project that we are doing now. So here this is my project structure. So this is my host folder where I mounted my data from the container to store the logs of the runs. So this is my Python script file. This script prints my name, contact, and a short bio. It requires a student ID from the environment. And then it ensures data exists and appends an ISO timestamp to the data container runs log because the data is a bind mount to the host folder, and the logs live on the my like host machine and survives and container restarts. And going to my Docker file, this is a basic Docker file. This Docker file uses a small Python base, creates a non-root user, sets a working directory, copies the my Python app script, like application script, and bakes the script into image at a build time. So this is what about my Docker file that I've used to build the image. And let's try to build, tag, and push an image to the Docker Hub. So I'll use the basic commands now. So first we'll try to log into the Docker. So if you haven't been already logged, if this is your first time, like an web password authentication will be populated so that you can enter your password and log in through it, and then you'll get here. So here we use a basic docker command, which is like docker build team, which takes this is my Docker Hub user account username, and we'll build an image as student bio. And I've already created a version 1 of this image. Now I'm trying to create like version 2 for this a demo video purpose. So version 2 in the same directory. So you can see the build of the image. And now I just want to tag my Docker image to the latest, like as the latest, so that it will be easy for us to reproduce or build the use the particular version of the image whenever we require. So Docker tag student bio version 2, tagging with the latest tag, same student bio latest tag. So we tag the version 2 as the latest, and we'll try to push it to the Docker Hub. So Docker push. We'll try to push both the images that we have been generated now. So student. So So it been pushed to Docker Hub, and we'll also push the other image Docker student bio test. Okay, so in push now we'll try to verify our Docker Hub. So here we can see the uh, image that has been like with the version 2, and we also have an latest image which show which is points towards the version 2 now, like as we tagged it. So the version 2 of the image will be tagged as the latest with the latest tag. So we can use we can so at the time of the building an image we can direct it towards the latest, so that we'll make sure every time we are using the same the updated built image. So every time you build an updated version of an image, there should be if that is tagged with the latest one, so it's so there will be no continuously change of code required in the compose file, so while we run the containers. So that's the main purpose of tagging it to the latest version. So now I'll show you the compose file. So this is my Docker compose YAML as a very simple. So this compose pulls the public image, sets the student ID, and maps the host to the 1234 post, and binds the mount to the directory, like host directory, which we've been using for the logging of the files. So now we'll try to run the container, so that it should print my details, and we'll check how it's working. So first we'll try to docker compose down, which is used to shut down if there is any containers that are still running. So docker compose down is used to kill the containers, like stop the containers. So these are the containers that have been running, so I've removed them, and now I freshly want to run the container. So I've used docker compose up pull always. So if you say like this prints my details and exits with code 0. So that's what we expect from this demo, like the application file, like the script which we used to print our details have been running through a container, and it's printing the output and exiting with a code 0. So it's an green for us. So each round happens on a one time stamp to the host file. Like we can check that in the this. So here we can check the log file, just now it got appended to the earlier one. So the logs gets keep on appending. So whatever the recap of this demo video is, like we built a Docker image and tagged and pushed it to Docker Hub and ran it with the compose using environmental variables, and also we used port mapping and a bind mount and verified the log persists on the host. And that's a solid basic Docker setup for the data project, reproducible and ready to scale.